What's going on, webheads, and welcome to day 12 of Spider-Pop's 25 Days of Christmas, Season 3. Today, we just got back from the comic book shop. We have some really awesome Spider-Man comics that we've missed out on the past couple weeks for our collection that we're going to be going over for today's video, and I'm just super excited to get into it, so hopefully you guys stick around till the end. Alright, and like we just said, Miss Spider-Pops and I did just get back from the comic book shop, and I was going up there to see if they maybe had a few of the comics I missed out on over the past weeks, including a bunch of the Amazing Spider-Man comics that we actually have behind us right here, and I thought I was going to be missing some out of my collection, because it's been a few weeks since they've come out. I was missing like 3 issues of the Amazing Spider-Man, and it was just going to be a big bummer. But we'll go ahead and show you what we were able to pick up for our comic book collection today, and we'll just go ahead and get right into it. Starting off, we'll go ahead and show off the first Amazing Spider-Man that we did pick up, and this is actually going to be number 13. So we actually are 13 issues in. I actually do not have any idea what happens in this comic book because I've only read up to issue 12. But as far as I know, Spider-Man is currently fighting 2 versions of the Hobgoblin, and he's got himself against the ropes right now, and I'm really excited to actually see what happens in this issue, because they left us on a bit of a cliffhanger in the last one. So, super excited that we were able to find this one today at the comic book shop. It is super cool. You can see the comic book art right there. The series is the one by Zeb Wells and John Romita Jr., and it just has a bunch of really amazing art styles. The variants that are alongside with each issue have been absolutely phenomenal, so I've just been really impressed with this whole series as a whole so far, and I'm going to continue reading it until it comes to its webtastic conclusion. But for right now, we got to catch up and start with number 13 right there on The Amazing Spider-Man. So after this video is over, I'll probably be reading that one tonight. And then maybe later this Christmas season, we'll have to go over how the storyline's going so far in The Amazing Spider-Man. That could be a very fun video. You guys will have to let me know in the comments down below what you think of that. And then next up, this is also going to be an Amazing Spider-Man number 13, but we do have a variant cover, and I am a huge fan of the variant cover arts that they do release for The Amazing Spider-Man and a lot of these Spider-Man comic books as well. All of the comic books I actually have right there, all of the variant covers for The Amazing Spider-Man, so this is actually going to be the issue that actually goes on my desk with all the rest of the variant covers, and it is just super cool looking. It's Spider-Man giving him a fist bump for this local comic book shop day variant, and it is just wicked cool. I'm super stoked about it. When I saw it, I just thought it screamed everything Spider-Man encapsulates. It kind of just screams Spider-Man when you look at this picture and you see him interacting with the civilians in New York, and I thought it was a very awesome. Super stoked we do have this one as well. I'll set it alongside our other Amazing Spider-Man number 13. And then after that, we do have the Amazing Spider-Man number 14. So I was 2 issues behind on the Amazing Spider-Man line, so I now currently am up to date on those. I just have to actually read the comics and know what's going on. We do have, I believe this is Chaos right here, and I believe he's a version of Kane Parker. Not too sure yet, don't really quote me on that, because I know he was just recently introduced. I did see an article on him when Marvel first posted about him. The cover art is absolutely phenomenal, and I'm really excited to see Chaos as well, because he is just wicked cool looking, as you can see by the suit that he actually has on the cover, and is going to be a wicked interesting Spidey character to add to the Spider-Verse for sure. But setting that aside, up next we do have our variant cover for the Amazing Spider-Man number 14, and this is going to be the Beyond Amazing variant cover, and it is super cool. I really like this one as well. It is actually going to be Spider-Man in the PS4, PS5 suit, and he is just looking super cool right there. This is going to be the one for number 14 that actually does go on the Spider-Pop's desk as well with all the rest of the variant covers. So wicked cool. We were able to get such a cool cover art on this one as well, because it is just super cool. I'm super stoked that we were able to get a variant cover for both of the Amazing Spider-Mans that we did miss out on, because usually if I wait this long, I'll either be able to get one of the variant covers, or I'll be able to get the standalone issue and not any of the variant covers. So really awesome that we were able to go there today and find both of them for each issue. Definitely had a bit of spider luck on our side there. But moving on, we do have part 2 for the end of the Spider-Verse. This is a really interesting storyline so far. I have read the first book, and I was just really slacking when these ones were coming out, so I do have number 2 right here, and I'm really excited to see where it goes from here, because so far, the storyline they set up, they had a whole, like, 5-issue run with the Edge of Spider-Verse, and Madam Web kind of goes around the Spider-Verse collecting Spider people to actually fight against this new bad guy, which is stinging all the Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse with these weird wasp things and actually turning them into these, like, weird wasp zombies, and it's absolutely devastating. They got Spider-Ham, as far as I know so far, and Spider-Ham is no longer Spider-Ham at this moment, and really hoping that they end up resolving that, and hopefully it's not the end of the Spider-Verse by the end of this run, but so far, not looking good for the Spider People, so really excited to get into reading this number 2 for the end of the Spider-Verse line. This line is written by Dan Slott and Mark Bagley. Like I said, it is just really awesome so far, and I'm super stoked that we actually do have part 2. The final comic we actually did get in our comic book shop haul today is actually going to be The End of Spider-Verse number 3. Now, I'm actually not sure how many issues are going to be in this line. I know it's only going to be like 3 or 4, I believe, so this could be the last one. There could be a couple more after this. I'll have to find out once I actually do finish up reading these ones, but we do have number 2 and number 3 of Spider-Man End of Spider-Verse, so really awesome right there. You can see the cover art on that one is super cool as well. You can kind of see those crazy wasp zombie things I was talking about that they're turning all of the Spider People across the Spider-Verse into, and it's not good. Not good at all, but if anyone can do it, it's the Chosen One 616 Spidey, and he's going to have to dig deep and save the Spider-Verse. But yeah, super excited to see where that storyline goes. But yeah, I'm just incredibly stoked that we were able to get all of these comics and show them off for all of you guys today. And then up next, we do have one final thing to go over. Something that Miss Spider-Pops got me from the comic book shop a little while ago. And I'm just super stoked, because this is actually the first character from the Spider-Man line that I actually do have of this one in my collection as a Funko Pop. And without further ado, we'll just go ahead and show it off. We do have Entertainment Earth exclusive J. Jonah Jameson. Wicked awesome one right there. I was incredibly excited when the Spider-Pops actually did surprise me with this one. And as you guys can see, it is an Entertainment Earth exclusive. We'll try to get a good little close-up of it right there. But you can see he is very interesting. He does have his Spider-Man Threat or Menace newspaper in his hand right there. And he is just super cool. And like I said before, this is going to be the first J. Jonah Jameson Funko Pop that I actually do have for the Spider-Pops collection. So wicked awesome that we do have him right there. And I remember sitting there when I was a little kid in my Spider-Man Halloween costume watching the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, and I just remember having absolutely mad beef with J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson because of all the smack he was talking about Spider-Man.
He wasn't attacking the city, he was trying to save it. That's slander.
We got past it. I got past it. And now we have a J. Jonah Jameson Funko Pop in the Spider-Pops collection. So very exciting. I am super stoked about that, but one of the most interesting things about this Funko Pop right here is not the fact that he's J. Jonah Jameson. It is actually the fact that he's not a bobblehead. He don't bobble.
What?
That's right. Absolute shocker to most people who actually do collect the Marvel Funko Pops, but this J. Jonah Jameson has absolutely zero bobble in his step. A little bit of a bummer if you are a bobblehead collector, but very interesting in terms of how unique this figure actually is, because I believe the only other Marvel Funko Pop that I can think of that's not a bobblehead is actually the Zombie Silver Surfer, and we do actually have that one in our collection as well. It's somewhere buried in the corner over there with the rest of the Marvel Zombies, but if you can look right there, you can actually see at like the bottom of his head, he has no spring in him. He is a vinyl figure, but right there, that says bobblehead. That's false advertising, Funko. It's okay, I'll forgive you. He is one of the rare Marvel Funko Pops that isn't a bobblehead, so thought I would note that for today's video, but I'm just super stoked that we do have this for our collection. He is in the Beyond Amazing line, and we don't have a lot of areas that do have Entertainment Earth exclusive Funko Pops that we can actually go to in our area, so it was super exciting that we were actually able to find this guy at our local comic book shop, so super stoked about that. Big thank you to Miss Spider-Pops for actually getting me this Funko Pop to add to our collection, because it is our first J. Jonah Jameson Funko Pop, so huge thank you to Miss Spider-Pops. You're the bestest. But yeah, with all of those out of the way, that is pretty much going to do it for everything we have to go over for today's Day 12 video on the Spider Pops channel. Hope you guys enjoyed all of the wicked awesome Spider-Man comics and really cool Spider-Man J. Jonah Jameson final figure Funko Pop that we were able to show off for all of you guys on the Spider Pops channel. I really enjoyed making it for all of you guys. But with that being said, that's pretty much going to do it for today's Day 12 video. So hopefully we see you guys bright and early for tomorrow's Day 13 at 5 a.m. Mountain Time. Make sure you guys are subscribed with bell notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any of the holiday videos throughout this 25 days of Christmas season. And with that being said, that's going to do it. So make sure you guys are staying safe out there, staying frosty, and having fun, of course. Have an amazing rest of your day, webheads. Bye-bye.